Okay, Year 9, welcome back from half term. It's good to have you back. We're going to continue on with our data types and operators to talk about integers and float numbers. Today, or in this lesson, it'll be strictly about integers, about how to use operators on them and how to get output from the calculations that you do with integers. So without further ado, let's go over to our REPL and see what we have to work with. So if we have a bit of code, guest equals input, please enter the number of guests. Guest equals integer. We're going to convert the string input into an integer. Then we're going to have a list equals the guests plus 1. That's your variable. So you have to add yourself in because you always forget to and print your list out. So if I run this, we have please enter the number of guests, 10 guests, and it outputs 11. So there'll be 11 people total at your dinner party. Now, there must be a better way to do this. There's got to be a more efficient way to code this, and there is. Well done if you're ahead of me already. Let's look. Okay, so we comment out that line of code. I'll paste in just another line. And we're going to see that we can do the exact same thing by defining the guest variable as an integer from the outset. And this saves a whole line of code. You're already down 25%. Woohoo! It's more efficient, and you get the same result. So if the number of guests present, 10, adds up to 11, and there you go. More efficient, less code, tighter code, and does the job for you. Saves you time. Okay, so let's look at a simple way how you can use this as an example of something you can do to make life easier on you. Say you do a lot of maths, say you do a lot of geometry, whatever. Let's look at a bit of code. We're just going to find the area of a triangle. What you can do is expand this out to do anything. We'll look at this at, say, the volume of a cone and see how to determine that. But if I paste some code in here, we got the base is a variable. It's an integer. We'll input into the width of the base. The height is a variable. It's an integer. Input into the height of the triangle. Then the area is the base times the height divided by 2. Print the area. So let's run it, see what we get. If the base of the triangle is 10, 10 inches, the height of the triangle is 5 inches. We'll see that the area of our triangle is 25 inches. So it'll be 5 times 10 is 50, divided by 2 is 25. Boom, done, peasy. And we can extend this out to almost any mathematical calculation that you want, just to make things easy for you. Okay, so final example, something that really gets to me. I can never ever remember the mathematical definition for the volume of a cone. It just utterly escapes. Most stuff's easy, geometry's a piece of cake, but volume of a cone, no. So what we'll do here is paste in a bit of code. I've set it up as a function. I can always call this in any program I write. Volume of a cone, get the radius, get the height, get the volume, and so let's say the let's run this. The radius is 10. The height is 15, volume of cone is 1570. Just an example of how to make your life easier, create code that is callable in Python anytime, but this is related in so far as I've created a function to your worksheet for today. You want to create a function. I'm going to give you the basics of how to do that. It'll be missing a couple of elements, and what you need to do is find out which elements are missing and what to do about that. So have a look at that, and we'll speak to you next time.